Wonderful. Good morning, everybody. Getting comfy on our mats. And I have an extra layer of blanket on top of my mat today. This is going to be a floor practice. So if you want to leave socks on to stay warm and cozy, that's great. And I have a couple extra blankets on the side. And of course, whatever props you find helpful. So let's get on the back today. And we're just going to get comfy any way that looks for you, whether your knees are bent or straight, arms out wherever you feel good. Let yourself find gentle movement if that is something you feel an urge to do. And then just working to a place of stillness where you can let your body rest back on the floor. The gaze softens or the eyes close. And just take a couple rounds of elongated breath, inhaling nice and deep, full breath in. Exhale to encourage the body to soften, release, and relax. If your knees are bent, you might want to turn your heels out so that the knees melt in towards one another. So not having to have any effort to hold them up. Once you've taken a few breaths, just allow yourself to relax back as we begin to turn that awareness inward. Noticing our state of being, this moment here and now. Just take a moment to check in with your body and notice what might be talking to you today. We're not judging this, we're just taking that inventory. Finding any areas that might feel a little tense. And breathe a little softness there, knowing it's okay to just let it go. And then eventually let your awareness fall into your breath. And just begin to follow the flow of the inhale and the exhale of your breath. Maybe noticing if there's any areas where the breath feels a little staggered or stuck. And beginning to slow the breath down. Never at a point where we're straining for the breath, but just gently easing into elongated exhale and a longer inhale and exhale. And then if you'd like, I'd like to offer you that Ujjayi breath here, that ocean breath, where we begin to just softly constrict the back of our throat so that our breath becomes audible. We can hear that ocean wave-like sound. It doesn't have to be super loud. Like waves softly breaking at the shore. Gently warming that body from the inside out. calming down the body and the nervous system. Maybe even, excuse me, visualizing a calm ocean. And the warmth of the sun, maybe. We'll just sit here for a few more rounds of breath. And you're welcome to use this breath throughout your practice today. Anytime you like, I'll remind you a few times if you'd like to engage with this breath. Remember, it's just an option. Couple more here. So let's go ahead and take another big breath in, nice full, filling the body. As you exhale, curling in on yourself, hugging the knees, maybe drawing the nose up towards your knees, giving yourself a hug here, a rock side to side maybe. And then we'll release the head and shoulders back onto the floor. We're going to go ahead and bring the knees over our hips, and the shins and feet are just kind of resting softly in the air. Bring the arms out to your side somewhere, palms down. We're just going to start with some gentle engagement of our core. So just thinking about very gently drawing navel to the spine, that sense of the side of the waist cinching in here. We're just going to continue to build a little bit of warmth into our abdomen here with toe taps. So one at a time, dropping each foot just a touch and then back. Alternate back and forth, tapping the right and the left foot down, returning to having the knee over the hip here. Big thing here is to notice whether you've started to tense the jaw and throat. And if you have, consciously soften the jaw, soften the throat. Noticing maybe starting to feel that warmth building, maybe in the thighs a bit, maybe into the abdomen. Jaw soft, face soft. Front of the collarbones soft, back and forth. Tapping each foot. Just a few more. Wonderful. Bring both knees into the chest. Just take a big breath. Exhale, let it go. So again, bringing the knees above the hips, feet and shins soft. I'm bringing my arms out to a T this time, palms down. We'll inhale the breath at center. As we exhale, we're dropping the knees over to the left just to hover. We're not touching the floor. Inhale back to center, exhale out to the right. So back and forth now, coming into a hovering twist. Same thing with a gentle engagement of the belly and side waist as we slowly rock ourselves back and forth here. And if you'd like, stay like this, or you can just add in, at the end of the exhale, extend the legs out. Inhale and exhale, drop, hover, and extend. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. So back and forth here, continuing to work our core gently here this morning. Remembering to check in and keep that jaw and throat soft. Letting most of the work come from our core. So take one more on each side. Come back to center and drop the feet to the floor. Feet under the hips here. Bring the arms down by your sides. Coming up for some breathing bridges. Inhale, lift the hips, sweep the arms up over your head. Exhale, bring the arms back down and lower the hips. Coordinate the hips and the hands with the breath. Inhale all the way up, reaching up. Exhale to bring it down. Let the hips, hands, and breath all end at the bottom. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Maybe you're using your Ujjayi breath here. We're going to do 2 more. When you release down after that second one, let your hands come to rest on either side of your belly. Bring the feet together, let the knees fall open, and rest in reclining bound angle pose, or what we call Supta Baddha Konasana. Take 3 cleansing breaths here. Inhale, nice and deep. Maybe open the breath with that Ujjayi breath and exhale. 2 more times. And just return to a normal breath, soften in, and maybe just let your attention be in that core area. Notice if you're feeling any warmth now starting to generate in that area. And then we're going to make our way up to a seat, nice and slow. Using your way, if you want to roll to one side or even rock yourself up, your choice. And once you arrive, you're welcome to lift the hips if that's something that you like to do in your practice when we're seated on the floor. But we're going to keep the feet out in a loose diamond shape. Just coming into this loose Baddha Konasana, sitting up here. Once you're there, just take a moment to make sure that you have a nice straight spine. Hands resting somewhere outside the knees, shins, or ankles here. Inhale, lift that sternum heart. And then exhale, bring the heart forward, find the edge, and then release yourself. Drop your chin to your chest, let your spine dome forward. And just breathe a couple breaths here, focusing the breath into the back of the lungs. Just softening here, we're not forcing our way forward, just letting the body come forward however it wants to go naturally. Back of the ribs expanding. Low back getting a little longer. On your next inhale, let yourself rise up. Use your hands to support. You're welcome to keep your legs like this if it's comfortable, or you can come to any cross-legged seat that makes you feel nice and cozy, comfy. And what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in, and as we exhale, we're rounding the heart around to one side and back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, take it back. So we're making circles with our heart or ribs. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to take it back. You can hold on to the legs, doming into the back there. Inhale to draw forward. Exhale, round. Inhale and exhale. Next time you inhale, just bring it around the other way, so we'll circle in the opposite direction. We'll take another inhale. And then just exhale, neutral seat, nice and tall. Inhale, arms sweep out to the side, reach up. Exhale, palms together, draw it nice and slowly down through heart center. 2 more times. Inhale, sweep, widen up. Exhale, down through the midline. Inhale, out, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn the heart to the right, arms reach front to back, and then lean out, reaching out over the toes. Inhale to come up through center to reach. Exhale, turn the heart to the left and reach forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, twist and reach. Inhale, up. Exhale, out to the left. 1 more each side. Reach tall. Exhale, reach forward. And then back up. And last time, exhale. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, hands back behind you, and we'll interlace those hands behind us. Draw the shoulders up, back, and then down. So the shoulder blades are coming together. Reach the knuckles of the hands behind you to the floor. And then think about lifting the sternum, the heart, upward and outward. Breathe here. Another breath in. Exhale, release, soften, and roll the shoulders. Let's come to hands and knees. Take your time to get there. Already have that extra layer of padding, but if you want some more, absolutely go for it. Once we come to hands and knees, let's take 3 cat-cow, nice and slow. We're going to inhale. Let everything drop as the head lifts and look forward. Sternum reaching forward. Exhale, round, tuck the belly in towards the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, slow, full, rich breath in, dropping into cow. Exhale, round into your cat. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to a neutral spine. And as you exhale, we're going to look to the left and we're going to crunch in our waist a little bit as if we could bring our shoulder and hip closer together, lengthening on the right side. Inhale to center and exhale, look to the right. Draw the right hip and right shoulder together. Inhale through center, drop the belly, look up for cow. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, turn to the left. Left shoulder and hip come together. Inhale, exhale, out the other side. Inhale through center, drop, lift the gaze. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale through center, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round into cat and begin to sink those hips back towards the heels, finding child's pose. Lengthen the fingers out long, getting long under the arms. Inhale your breath. Exhale, walk your hands off the mat to the right. Maybe your left hand comes over top the right hand or they stay next to each other. Side bend here into the left side body. The left hip is melting for the left heel. Gaze is down, breathe here. Again, maybe we're using that Ujjayi ocean breath, nice and soft. As you inhale next, walk the hands towards center, exhaling out the other side, hands sweeping out to the left. Maybe this time right hand comes over left, or again, next to each other, your choice. Keep the gaze down at the floor, breathing into the right side of your body. Keep the right hip softening towards the right heel. Bring yourself through center on your next breath in. Take one more full round of breath here in child's pose as you continue to really reach those fingers out long. And then slowly draw yourself up through a table. And then on an inhale, we're going to let the hips slowly drop, press into the floor, lift the heart. My feet are about mat width distance. Keep the feet a little wide here. Hold here for a breath. And then on an exhale, begin to bend the elbows back and let your belly, ribs, chest, and then nose finally come to the mat. Inhale, lift yourself for a cobra here. And then exhale, come down, bring the forearms to the floor, elbows underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes under here. Inhale the breath. Exhale, begin to lift the thighs and then the belly up and hips up off the floor. Forearm plank. Inhale, soften down into Sphinx. Keep the toes tucked. Lift your sternum. Exhale, lift for forearm plank. Inhale. Softening down, lifting the heart. Exhale, forearm plank. We're going to inhale to drop and lift. And exhale, come into forearm plank, and we're just going to hold it here for a few breaths. You are welcome to drop those hips back into Sphinx anytime you want. If you want that little bit of extra core work, this is a really good core worker. So just hold here, soften the jaw, breathe in and out. If you're with me, take a breath in and exhale slowly. Lower down, untuck the toes, feet mat width distance. Inhale, turn the palms out to the corners of your mat, and exhale, press into the palms, start to straighten the elbows, come into a gentle seal pose back bend. You don't have to come all the way up. Release the hips towards the floor and begin to lift the heart just a little bit. Lengthening, maybe feeling a little sensation through the front of the belly area, upper abdomen. Take one more breath. Exhale, release down, build a pillow, rest your head on your forehead, bend your knees up so that the feet are up in the air, and windshield wiper your feet back and forth. Just notice if you're starting to feel some warmth in the body now. Whatever your experience is. And then release the feet back down. We're going to send the arms out in front of us like we're flying like Superman or Superwoman. Gazes down at the floor, and on an inhale, we're going to lift our right arm and our left leg. The head comes an inch or two off the floor. Don't worry about how high you go. Just lift and reach in opposite directions. Exhale, lower down. Opposite side now. Inhale, lift left arm and right leg. Exhale, set it down. Back and forth. Inhale to lift. Exhale to gently lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale down. Inhale, lifting, reaching. Exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. This time, inhale, both arms, both feet. Exhale, bring your hands to cactus arms. Inhale, hold here, maybe lift a tiny bit higher. Exhale, release everything down to the mat. Wonderful. Inhale, lengthen out and lift. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale to hold. Exhale down. One more time like that. Really strengthening our back body here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hands draw to cactus. And exhale, bring it down. Once again, rest the forehead, bend the knees, and sway those feet back and forth. Let your hips rock. And then release the feet back down, mat width distance. Come on back up to the Sphinx. Hands go wide. We're going to do another seal pose here. Again, option. Maybe you just want to stay in Sphinx and drawing that heart forward to lengthen out the back a little bit. Or if you're really feeling that urge to take another little bit of a back bend, take a breath in and exhale. Press into the hands and begin to lift the heart. Whether you're in Sphinx or here, our sternum and our heart are drawing forward. Everybody take a breath in. Exhale, lower down, draw the hands under the shoulders. We're going to come up into tabletop. Very gentle here. Inhale, drop into cow, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, turn to the left, left shoulder, left hip, move towards one another. Inhale through center, exhale to the right. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round it, take it to child's pose, everyone. Nice and slow, we're moving here. Take a couple breaths into that back body. Maybe listening to that ocean breath here. As you're ready, let's reset in tabletop. We're coming into a lunge here, so if you like to use your blocks for some support, we're going to be drawing the right knee forward, and we're coming into the lunge. So just let yourself settle in for a few moments. We're not going to force anything here, so we're just going to let the natural weight of the hips drop forward just a little bit until you experience a little sensation along the front left hip flexor. Stay here for a breath. And then we'll get some movement in, priming up, pumping up all those wonderful juicy areas in the hip. We're going to inhale here and exhale, take it back to half split or half Hanuman as we call it. And then inhale back and forth. Inhale to come forward, exhale to take it back. So move at a pace that you feel comfortable with today. You never have to match what I'm doing. You want to find what works in your body. Some days we take it a little quicker, other days we take it a little slower. Maybe one more time. And then we're going to come back to that half split. I'm going to bring my blocks back under the shoulders, or if you're not using blocks, just have the hands on the floor. Take your left hand and reach it around and reach for the baby toe edge of your right foot. You can bend the knee as much as you need to in order to get there. Don't worry about that. We're still going to get a little sensation in the back of that leg. And just hold on here and notice the line of energy that runs from the fingertips of your left hand, where it touches the foot, up the arm, around the shoulder, diagonally down the back, across the back of the right hip, and down the back of the right leg, all the way back into the foot where it meets the fingers. Couple more breaths here. Release the left hand, place it forward as you bend back into the right knee. Inhale, sweep the right arm up and open and back. Exhale it down and around. 2 more times, big circle. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And then this time you'll inhale up, and then let the arm just float back and open, turn the heart to the right. If that right foot wants to come onto the baby toe edge a little bit and the knee falls out a little bit, that's awesome. Just stay here, soften the jaw. Breathing in, sweep the arm up to the sky. Exhale, turn back to the mat and come all the way back down to the half split, half Hanuman. Inhale, bend back into the knee, sweep the arms all the way up. Find a high lunge here, arms reaching up. Exhale, hands back behind. Interlace. You can always grab opposite wrists too if you'd like. Reach for the floor if you've got the interlace. And again, lift the heart as it's lifting forward and up. Keep the jaw soft and take a couple breaths here. Release the hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, turn your left foot back, turn this up to the side of the mat, and open the hands out to a baby warrior two. So the right foot is forward. We got the left knee down. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Bring your left hand to the side, low waist here for support. Flip your front palm and inhale, take a reverse. And maybe lean back just a little bit. Use that hand on the waist for support here. Reach. Breathe in. Exhale, bring it all the way forward. Forearm to that nice shelf of your right thigh. Sweep the left hand up and over. Reach for the front. Breathe in here. Stay here, or as you exhale, lean slightly forward into the right knee. And maybe we'll start a little bit of inner thigh lengthening. Little stretch there. Again, soften the jaw and just keep reaching up and over. One more breath in. As we exhale, we're bringing that left foot back, turn towards the mat, drop the left hand. Bring the right hand down and lift that right leg all the way back to come into knees down, high plank. Slowly drop the hips and peel down all the way to the mat. Inhale for a cobra. Exhale all the way down. Another cobra, or bring the arms forward, palms to the corner of the mat, and inhale for a seal pose. Slowly exhale. Everyone bring the hands back under the shoulders. Pressing up to table. Set your table. Inhale. Find your cow. Exhale, round into cat. Navel draws to spine, chin to chest. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, tuck and turn left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Let the belly drop. Lift the gaze. Exhale, round and take it to child's pose. Breathe into the back body. Inhale. And exhale. Find table once more. And let's find our lunge on the other side. Bringing the left foot forward this time. So again, just like we did on the other side, we're just going to take a moment here to let the body naturally soften into your lunge. We're not pressing down to take it deeper. We're just going to let the body find its way. One more breath. And then we'll go ahead and take that breath in. And then the exhale to take it back, finding that half Hanuman here, half split, back and forth. Your pace. Moving as gently and slowly as you'd like. Just really that coordination of movement with breath. Maybe just really letting the breath be the boss here. Let your body follow how your body wants to breathe here. We'll do one more. And we're going to come on back. And again, this time we're going to take that right hand, keep the left hand back under the shoulder, reach around and grab the baby toe edge of the left foot with your right hand. And just like we did on the other side, we're going to see if we can really have our awareness, that sense of a continuous circle or oval more shape here. Let the bottom of the foot feel the fingers. Let the fingers feel the bottom of the foot. Maybe make that journey in your mind's eye around. Up through the leg, back of the hip, diagonally up to the right shoulder, down through the arms into the fingers, meeting the foot once more. Take one more breath here. Go ahead and release the right hand. Place it forward as you bend into the left knee. We're going to come all the way up and forward. Inhale, sweep that left arm up. Exhale it down and around. Two more like that. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. Let's take it up. Inhale. Exhale. Turn the heart to the left. Reach back. And again, stay here, or maybe the knee wants to fall out a little bit, coming onto the baby toe edge of your left foot. We're just letting the arm kind of reach back, opening through the chest, opening through the heart. Jaw stays soft, face soft. Couple breaths here. Inhale, bring the arm up. Turning everything back to the mat. Exhale, take it all the way back to your half split. Inhale, come forward into the lunge and bring the arms all the way up. Reach it up and let your exhale soften the arms back behind you for either that interlace or opposite elbow grab. Go ahead, reach, draw those shoulder blades together, lift the heart. Keep a nice soft jaw and throat here and breathe. Enjoy whatever sensation you find, maybe through the shoulders or chest. One more inhale. And we exhale, release, inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale, turn the right foot out to the side, turn the whole body to the right side of the mat, arms come, warrior two, left arm front, right arm back. Notice what the shoulders are doing. Maybe they drop a little bit away from the ears. Bring the right hand to your right waist and flip your left palm. Inhale, sweep it up, take it into a reverse, reach back. And then inhale up and exhale. Find the shelf of your left thigh, reach the right arm up and over. Extended side angle, little baby side angle here. Breathe in and stay here, or maybe just lean a little bit forward finding a little bit of lengthening in the inner thighs. Take a moment and soften your jaw. Gently reach forward with your right fingers. Take one more breath into that right side waist. And then as you exhale, we're going to go ahead and turn everything to the mat. Bring that right foot back onto the mat. You can let the left hand drop inside the left foot, and we're going to lift the foot and we're going to sweep it on back. Staying on both knees here, hands forward on the mat. I'm going to inhale, let my hips drop. Heart stays lifted. And then exhale, peel down. Inhale, cobra. Feet stay mat width. Exhale, down into Sphinx. Stay here or breathe in. Move the hands out to the corners of the mat and exhale. Press up. Last little seal pose here. Take a breath or two here or stay in Sphinx. Either way, draw the heart forward. Soften your jaw. And then take one more inhale and exhale, lower down, hands to the shoulders. Come on up. Find your table, nice and slow here. We're moving slowly and easy. Inhale, gentle cow. Exhale, gentle cat. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, turn left. Little tuck it in there. Inhale, center. A little tuck to the right. And then inhale, center. Let the belly drop. Lift the gaze. Exhale, round. Navel to spine, chin to chest, and slowly let the hips find their way back. Child's pose. Take a couple rounds of beautiful, rich, deep breath and notice what you're feeling. There's no right or wrong here, just your experience. Come on forward and we're going to find a seat with the legs extended out in front of us. And again, you're welcome to have some extra padding back here under the hips if that feels good. Have the legs extended out with the toes gently flexed back towards you. Keep the spine lifted and the heart lifted. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, with a straight spine, hinge forward and begin to reach out over the toes, past the toes, reach out. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, draw the knees in or lift the feet up and drop the hands down. So you're either looking here or here. Inhale, lengthen out, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw to boat or feet can stay on the floor, your choice. Inhale, legs long, reach up. Exhale. Back and forth. Inhale. Exhale. In. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale into your boat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come forward, reach, 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 reach. And then drop the hands either onto the legs or floor. Let your chin drop a little bit and you can just let yourself kind of hang out here in a forward fold. Toes are still pulling back gently. Connect with the breath. See if you can find that lovely lengthening of the spine, the very back of the pelvis, all the way up through the neck into the back of the skull. And then come on up. And we're going to go ahead and find Pigeon today. So again, if anyone wants to take Pigeon reclining, that is absolutely welcome if that's something you want to do. We all know how to get there, coming onto the back, crossing the right ankle over the left. But if you'd like to take forward facing Pigeon, we're going to come into that. I like to start in table. I bring my right knee up to my right wrist and I turn my right foot to the left and I wiggle walk that left foot back. Remember, if you've got some space between the right hip and the floor, fill it with a blanket or a block. There's no need to let yourself just hang there. Give yourself support. If you're on your back, go ahead and bring that left knee up towards you. And we're going to linger here for several breaths. So if you're in forward facing Pigeon, take a breath in and then exhale, begin to lower yourself down. You can support on the hands, the forearms. If you want to add support under the forehead, I really, really encourage you to do that. That's also a wonderful spot to induce calming in the nervous system. That place between your eyebrows. But settle in. And I invite you to maybe play around with that Ujjayi ocean breath here. Just listening to the soft ebb and flow of your ocean breath. Eyes maybe are closed. You're bringing that visual into your mind's eye of a beautiful, calm ocean. The gentle waves just washing ashore. What does it look like in your mind's eye? What does it feel like? Can you feel the warmth of the sun? You can imagine the smell of the salt air. Always that sound of the ocean in the back. Just maybe keep that beautiful scene in your mind's eye here as we transition to the other side. Moving very slowly. Unwind if you're on your back. Gently press up if you're on your belly. We're going to do something in a bit to counter this. So we're just going to come right into tabletop. If you want, you can drop the hips forward for a moment. just to stretch out that hip flexor. And then gently find your way into the other side. Left knee to left wrist, foot moves out to the right, wiggle walk. The right leg back, settle the hips, support however you need. If you're on your back, you're switching sides. Your right ankle, or I'm sorry, your left ankle over your right knee, drawing it in. And if you're in forward facing pigeon, we're lowering down, finding a place where we can rest the center of the forehead. Reestablish that connection with your beautiful beach visualization. Engage your ocean breath and settle into this beautiful scene of calm, soothing, soft energy. That soft sound of the ocean wash over you. Helping you release, relax. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths. And gently, gently, and slowly ease up. Unwind if you're on your back. Maybe rock the hips side to side. Lift the hips if you're on your belly. We'll come into table. You can drop the hips forward again. Maybe stretch out that hip flexor. And then everyone's going to make their way onto your back if you're not already. Make sure that you have handy anything that you'd like to have for Shavasana, that it's within reach. So I'm just going to set up my blanket because I love, love, love having a little bit of a neck support. Get that little roll there. Let it come on down. So on our backs here, we're going to take our feet nice and wide, mat width distance at least. And go ahead and move your right foot all the way over to your left, or hook the ankle over the left. Reach your right arm up above your head, bend the elbow, and grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Give it a gentle little tug. Turn your gaze to the left. And just soften here. Relax back. Think about that area that was all compressed during our pigeon. In front of that right hip, into the low right abdomen. And just let some easeful lengthening, gentle opening. Maybe you're still working with a soft, quiet ocean breath. Take one more inhale. Exhale, softly release, come back to our starting point, and then we'll work the other side, drawing the left foot over to the right, or hooking the ankle over. Reach your left arm up, bend the elbow, grab a hold of that left wrist with your right hand. Gentle little tug as I turn my head to the right. And maybe take a nice big breath in. And then exhale to release and soften in. Maybe tiny little areas that were maybe still gripping a little bit, try to soften. Let go of the shoulder, the hip. And as always, checking in with that jaw. Somehow it seems we can always soften a little bit there. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, simply unwind, come to center, draw the knees in, and give yourself a hug. Rock side to side. Maybe circle the knees a couple times. And then let's just twist it out gently before we move into Shavasana. Arms to a T, knees drop to the right. Notice where your gaze intuitively would like to go. Then rest in. We're not holding ourselves, just letting it be. Just for a couple breaths. And then rolling slowly over to the other side. Knees to the left. Easy, gentle twist. And then go ahead when you're ready, just bring yourself in. Go ahead and extend your legs long. Maybe add some support under the back of the thighs with your blocks or a blanket if you like. Maybe cover up with a blanket here. Whatever might feel Nice and cozy, comfy for you. Letting yourself be supported here. Take a final breath, a conscious, intentional, deep, rich, full breath. Inhaling. Exhale, releasing everything from the practice, and everything melts back. The breath flows naturally. Everything softens, especially the face and the eyes, shoulders, hips, arms and legs. Just be. And rest in Shavasana. And go ahead and begin to breathe deeply here. Softly deepening the inhale and exhale. Breathing beautiful energy into the body, finding gentle movement. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Where do you feel drawn to find that little bit of movement? Ease from Shavasana. Let yourself find your way onto your right side, and as we often do, just linger there for a moment. Enjoy the last few moments of the practice, savoring the beautiful energy that you created. And then as you're ready, coming to a seat, taking your time, easing up. And once you arrive, let's draw the hands to heart center. Sharing this final moment of breath together. Inhale deeply. Go ahead and open the mouth and exhale. Release all that we have here from our practice. Just let it go. Bringing fingertips to forehead with the intention that all of us may have peaceful thoughts, into the mouth for kind words, into our heart for loving action. As always, grateful for each and every one of you, your beautiful presence and your practice. I thank you for sharing those with me today. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thanks for practice, everyone.